Hey everybody, my name is Marissa, and today I would like to talk about my experience about volunteering at the Charlotte Salvation Army, the City of Hope, which is their women's shelter, and just pretty much going over my experience and how it changed my understanding of what the word community means. Before this experience, I believe that community was just a group of people who lived or worked together and supported one another. I knew there were people in society who were underserved and underprivileged, but my understanding was mostly based on what I had seen in the media or have heard from others. I had never personally been in an environment where I could interact closely with individuals experiencing homelessness. Volunteering at the City of Hope Women's Shelter was truly an eye opening experience. It allowed me to step outside of my everyday life and see firsthand some of the challenges that many people face. One of the most impactful parts of my experiences was meeting the head chef, Miss Mary, and her daughter. They were incredibly dedicated to the women and families staying at the shelter. What stood out to me was how well they knew the residents. They knew their names, their personalities, even down to their dietary restrictions. I met one woman and her children who were vegetarians. To be honest, my initial thought was very biased. How can someone who is homeless have dietary preferences? But almost immediately, I realized how unfair that assumption was. These were still people at the end of the day, just like me. They still had personalities, beliefs, preferences, needs, and dignity, regardless of what they were going through. That moment really changed me, and it challenged some of the biases that I didn't know that I had. It made me recognize how easy it is to make assumptions about people when you've never taken the time to hear their stories. Another situation was that many of the women at the shelter did not fit the stereotypical look that society often associates with homelessness. If I had passed some of them on the streets, I would have never thought that they were living in a shelter. That experience taught me that homelessness doesn't have one face, one appearance, or one story. It can affect people from all walks of life, often due to circumstances that are beyond their control. As I spent more time there, I noticed something else that was really powerful. The shelter didn't just provide meals or a place to stay, it provided a sense of belonging. The staff treated the residents with respect and compassion, and in many ways gave them something that society often takes away from people facing hardship, a sense of identity. The women weren't treated as statistics or problems to be solved, they were treated as individuals who mattered. Overall, this volunteer experience was incredibly humbling. It changed the way that I viewed community, homelessness, and the people around me. I learned that community is not just about where people live, it's about creating connections, offering support, and ensuring that every person feels seen, valued, and respected. This experience has given me greater appreciation for the importance of service and for the impact that compassion can have on those who need it the most. And with that, I actually do plan to continue to volunteer as well. I am still signed up for multiple shifts over the next couple of months, and I am definitely going to show up and show out for my community.